What's up, everybody? It's your man, Mose Stovall, and welcome to another edition of the Mose Stovall Show. I'm your host, Mose Stovall, and tonight I've got a great interview for you. Mr. James Green, he's full of stuff, man. Got a whole lot of things going on, but I'll be interviewing him live at Ruth's Place, where he's the facilitator, so you don't want to miss this show. Sit down, relax, go ahead and get whatever you need to get, but I'll be right back. The Mose Stovall Show is on. I'll be back after these words.
Entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Meadows, Mose Stovall, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Bradford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, an MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron at stake doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today at 205-206-9878. That's 205-206-9878 to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Mose Stovall Show. I'm your host, Mose Stovall, and I told you I had a very special guest for you tonight, and it's none other than Mr. James Green. James, how you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
And I can't complain about a thing, man. Glad to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Feel at home.
Thank you.
Even though I'm in y'all's place, I'm in Ruth's place.
This is your home.
Hey, man, talk about it now.
This is your home.
Go ahead and tell the people, James, who you are and where you're from. Give us a little background on you real quick.
Okay. My name is James Green. I live in Birmingham. Mm-hmm. I'm actually from North Alabama, the truth be told, from the Coleman area.
Coleman area.
Been in Birmingham now about 30 years.
Oh, man.
Doing various things as far as that go in the area of the arts, in the area of entertainment,
right,
producing, as well as working in food services as far as that go.
Right.
And more importantly, I spent my professional career in working in healthcare, helping those individuals who are suffering from the disease of substance abuse.
Substance abuse. Now, James, that's something I didn't even know, man. I met you on the scene. You were out doing your chef thing, and you had a team of workers. Man, you've always had a team.
Sure.
And you brought me aboard, and we did some things. I mean, right there, man, in your home.
Exactly.
Where you had it set up, man. We brought my father in, and man, it was a lovely situation. So, substance abuse, is that your background as far as?
Well, my background is actually medical management, administration as far as that goes.
Okay.
But although that's what pays the bills, but my passion has always been in the area of working with individuals and doing customer service, food services, as well as entertainment. We've done plays, commercials, all that kind of stuff, because it gets you out there to make somebody feel good.
Right. Well, you're very good at it. How did you even get started with the music and the food, kind of tying it together? How did that all come about? Which one was first?
Which one was first? The first one I will say was in music. My first degree is in music education with a concentration in piano and vocal performance.
Right.
Got that degree. However, working as a minister of music in the North Alabama Conference of United Methodist Churches for over 30 years.
Right.
That's good money, but still, you got to pay the bills. And so therefore, you go back and apply the other piece to it, such as the professional setting and healthcare. My mother was a psychologist, and she worked with mental illness, mental retardation. So that led me into the field, because I also taught special ed for like 5 years when I first got out of college.
Man.
Yeah, I know. I'm old, okay? Anyway, but I worked in education and decided I wanted to advanced myself in another direction, such as I moved into the private sector, working for a hospital corporation, and there I became the front-end operations director and vice president for a division that did the intake to allow people to have access, because that's one thing about healthcare that you will learn is that a lot of people don't know how to access or navigate the system, and I was afforded the opportunity to be able to work with individuals, families, and as well as the patients to get them the services they needed, and I did that for over 25 years.
James, you don't seem that old. I'll tell anybody, nothing gets old but money. But clothes and money. You can make new money.
Sure.
Buy some more clothes.
Sure.
Man. Well, tell me now, you were doing some catering stuff when I met you. So
yes.
how did that come about?
Let me tell you, that came about a little over 30 years ago. Living in the Coleman area, I opened Green's Catering. That was my first company because my grandfather taught me how to cook. Now, my mother would tell you, I forgot more about cooking than you know, boy. Okay, that was her expression.
That's a real mother there.
That's a real mother. But no, that taps into the creative aspect of my world.
Right.
In that, when I got my master's, there's a thing called the Maslow hierarchy of needs. And when as you meet primal needs and go up the scale as far as that go, there comes a point where you reach self-actualization, which is your most creativity. Okay. And therefore, my grandfather, who was a cook himself in a restaurant up in Blount County, actually.
Oh, man.
And he taught me so much about cooking. And the truth, another truth for you, Mose, is I'm the youngest of 8 children.
Oh, wow.
There was a gap between myself and my closest sibling. So by the time the knee baby graduated high school, mother closed the kitchen down and said, "You're on your own, boy." So you had to learn how to self-taught.
So how did you? How many degrees do you have, James?
A total of 5.
5 degrees. List them all off.
Okay, I have an associate's degree in music education. I have a bachelor's degree in, like I said, music education from the University of North Alabama with performance art. I also have a degree in human resources. I have an MBA, actually an MPPM from Birmingham Southern College. And I also got a master's from Faulkner University. The other one is that, and I did go to law school also.
Law school as well?
Birmingham School.
So, but no culinary degree?
None.
But you
self-taught.
That's the only world I've ever known you to be in.
Exactly. The people perceive that. Right. I'm telling you, the thing about cooking, and that's what I'm gonna reference that to Ruth's Place as well.
Correct.
I don't do soul food, and we don't do soul food. Although people would say that we do.
That's definitely what they say.
We do Southern comfort food, and that's the one thing about having a restaurant like this. When you come to eat or dine with us, number one, we want good food, good experience, and a great time.
Good food, great experience,
and great entertainment.
Great entertainment.
Yes, and the thing that what you will notice about Southern comfort food is something that we've done all our life. You should feel like Mama is in the kitchen when you eat here.
That you definitely do.
Okay.
How did you come about becoming a part of Ruth's Place? Because I embarked on it right before you got here.
Right.
And there was no James.
Right.
And I come in one day and James is here, and I mean, it's your world, man. Tell me a little bit about Ruth's Place before we go into how you got to come in. Tell us what you just told us what Ruth's Place is all about.
Right.
But tell us a little bit about what people can expect, the ethnicity that people that come in here, the groups of people. How is the business generated?
Let me tell you this right here. You have to tell the story.
Okay.
First of all, you have the cafe, Ruth's Cafe.
Correct.
And then, which Janice and her sister started.
Correct.
And then Janice came over here with Ruth's Place.
Correct.
This was 2 sisters. They had a mother who was phenomenal in the kitchen, and she taught them those skills. They had a father who was phenomenal in business, and they were able to combine those 2 things together to bring to life this dream and vision. That's why it's Ruth's Place. People talk, they call them all, "Hey, Miss Ruth, hey, Miss Ruth."
That's all they know.
They even call me Miss Ruth around town. and it's great, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying, but
it means something.
It means something, but like I said, the one thing that from the first time that I ate here, because I met Janice and her sister through a mutual friend years ago, and like I say, what you didn't know, even back when I knew you, I was already over here, but just in a consultancy process as far as that go. Anyway, but from there, when it took off, the one thing that when Janice opened the place,
right,
Ruth's Place, the restaurant, she said, I want to grow slow. Well, the Lord didn't allow that.
Correct.
And we looked up and we had lines out the door from people who had heard about it, all by word of mouth.
Right.
That was what was most amazing to me. And like I say, I remember the first time I ate here before the restaurant opened.
Right.
I felt like Mama was in the kitchen, and that's my expression. You know, I say when you dine here, you should feel like Mama's in the kitchen because that's Southern comfort food. Southern comfort food that is provided that will take you back to that day when you came home from school or even a Sunday dinner.
Oh man, smell it cooking.
When Mama would start cooking on Saturday to get ready for Sunday. Somebody say amen.
Amen. Every time I come here, I smell that sense of feeling that you're talking about.
Sure.
And you talk about Ruth's Cafe. Is the same food being served?
Yes. We were very fortunate. And a lot of times when you start a chain, especially a small chain, you want to make sure that you can transpose or the brand. Like the same flavor that I fix over here, will you get that same flavor if I come over here? And they were very successful. Mama Ruth was good at doing that because the recipes and everything like that. And, what you taste at the cafe, you will taste at the place. Now there are different items that we offer from each location as far as that go. But what you should experience when you go into Ruth's Cafe or Ruth's Place, you should experience food that satisfies the soul.
Oh man,
that's why it's called food for the soul.
It's a great experience. Well, I'm gonna take a break, James.
Okay.
And come back and talk to you a little more because I want to know a little bit about the owners.
Sure.
And a little bit about how you got here.
I'll be glad to.
Okay. Y'all sit tight. It's Mr. James Green doing a great job in this interview. I'll be back right after these messages.
Entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Meadows, Mose Stovall, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, M.B. Bradford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, an MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today at 205-206-9878. That's 205-206-9878 to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
Yeah. I'm at the Shot House, right where I wanna be. I'm at the Shot House. All the pretty women here know me. I'm at the Shot House. It's Friday and I got money. Ain't worried about no bills, got time to kill. If you're looking for me, that's where I'll be, at the Shot House. Soon as I walk in, everybody know me. I'm just looking for a deck of cards and a bottle of that Hennessy. Let me find my catfish plate with Louisiana hot sauce. Then I'ma sit down here for a minute, talk shit with the rest of y'all.
Welcome back, everybody. I got my man James Green, Mr. Everything, Mr. Roof, sitting here. We're at Roof's Place right now, live and on location, man. And James, man, like I said, welcome to the show again, man.
Thank you.
And
for having us.
I stopped off asking you a couple of questions, but I want to ask you about the owners. You know, you said it's two sisters that's got big hearts.
Big hearts.
I did a birthday party here last Thursday,
Whoa.
and man, it was phenomenal. And I know you had a lot to do with it. A daughter was tied into it. How many kids does Janice Danzy have?
Janice has one daughter
Okay.
that's still living. That's Victoria.
Okay.
And who is her best friend.
Oh, yeah.
As far as that goes.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Victoria, she might be mad at me for giving her name.
Oh, yeah.
But she
I
has
knew her name, though.
You knew her name.
They all know it now.
She's one daughter, Victoria, and then she has two wonderful grandchildren, as far as they go. Lanaya and we call him Junior.
Junior.
Okay? We call him Junior.
The birthday singer.
Yes, yes,
He sung
yes,
Happy Birthday
yes.
about 5 times.
Yes, he did.
So I know his Christmas is going to be great. Tell us a little bit about working for Miss Danzy. I know she has a big heart because I work for her.
Sure.
What kind of experience has it been for you?
It has been one that has been very enlightening. And
Okay.
what I mean by that is just, Janice is not a manager supervisor.
Right.
She's a manager developer.
Right.
In that she affords you the opportunity to take your skill set that you have and put it to the things that will develop you to where you need to be. She gives you lots of freedom,
Right.
lots of room for creativity.
Right.
Which is a wonderful thing because we've been able to do several things, implement several things
Okay.
that I brought to the table, other people brought to the table, and just see if it works. Throw it on the wall and see what sticks.
Right.
And so, working for her, especially being given the freedom to be to develop, to be creative, and to make things better.
Right. My next question is, how did you actually decide? Like, you were a facilitator. That's what you are. You facilitate this place well. How did that come about? Like you said, you were here kind of just doing some consulting. How did you become the facilitator?
Okay, that's
Mr. Roof. How did you become Mr. Roof?
That's actually a funny story. There was the mutual friend of ours had a birthday party here.
Okay.
And I was working for that mutual friend.
Came
of
in and
ours.
worked the party.
I came and worked the
Like
party.
you do so well.
And the restaurant was open.
Okay.
At the time, we were having a party, plus the restaurant was still open. And so I was kind of like managing the front end, as far as hosting.
Right.
And the next morning, this was a little over 3 years ago, she called me one Sunday morning and she said, I need somebody who can manage these large crowds that we have on here on Sunday.
Wow.
And I said, well, if you need me, I'll get up and come over.
Right.
And that's what I did. And I only came for a brief period, but I've been here a little over 3 years now.
Brief period. She saw your magic and what you get to do.
Right.
How do you manage bringing in the entertainment versus actually running the front end and the back end? Because I see you, like, I watched you go from one base to the next base, third base, now you hit home runs. How does all that feel and come about? Just being a total facilitator. How do you handle that? How do you juggle that? Because I know she allows you
Yes.
to just do it.
Yeah, it's all about flow. I mean, and what I mean by that is that if this is happy out here, and this is happy, and if the front end is happy, the back end is happy,
Right.
and the customer is happy, then the flow becomes, it melds together very well.
Correct.
Now, one of the things I've learned a lot because I've been here now. I grew into this process.
Okay.
Like
Because it was different for you.
Right, it was very, very different. I was used to catering.
Right,
I had a
right.
catering service for so many
In
years.
and out.
In and out. But this right here is restaurant as far as that go, and you definitely want to provide that level of customer service,
Right.
And that give them the experience. When I said a great experience,
Correct.
You want to provide that level of customer service and experience that makes them want to come back and make you feel at home.
That is a great thing. Now we talk about overcoming some things and it being a process and you learning some things. How has Roof Place, because I've seen a lot of people fall off during this pandemic, how did COVID affect Roof Place?
Oh, good question. Let me tell you, the one thing that I want to put at the forefront, Janice said to me when they first closed down all restaurants, they
Correct.
closed our dining rooms.
Correct.
She said if we ever close our doors, we'll never get them back open again. So by any means necessary, keep doors open. So when the pandemic first hit, we did have to shut down for 2 days.
2 days.
And then we came right back with immediately curbside.
Okay.
Curbside carry out, and we navigated our way through that all the way
How
through.
was that process? Because see, that
Oh.
was something you had never done.
Never done.
And you say 2 days. A lot of people close down for a month or
Right.
2. How did you do it in 2 days?
We did it in 2 days, and we said the phone still rings.
Okay.
I mean, as long as the phone rings, and we can say, no, I'm sorry, the dining room is not open. But if you want to order to go, give us a call.
Okay.
We'll meet you at the curb.
Man.
And we developed that system, and did it successfully for almost 11 months.
So with it being just 2 days, the business really never went anywhere. Other than, you had a lot of walk-ups you probably had.
Right.
Were you taking orders at the door? or at the car?
Well, we would do those also, but
Okay.
that's kind of how we started. However, but because the phone number never off.
Okay.
I mean, at one point, I'll never forget, another friend of Janice's and mine, we came by one Sunday before she was doing it, and they couldn't even answer the phone. They had laid the phone off the hook because it was so much. And so we jumped in and said, look, you can handle the kitchen. I'll take the orders as far as that go. And from there, it's kind of evolved. But, and once again, all by word of mouth. All by word of mouth. And customers, our fan base and customer base was so dedicated to us and saying, like, well, are you there? They said, if you just let me have the oxtails out the door, I'll be all right.
Well, how did it affect your employees? Did anybody get sick? Were you losing people? Because a lot of people were losing people, and then they were paying people to stay home. So how did you hold on to those employees?
I'll be honest with you, Mose. It was actually, we weren't able to hold on to all of them. I mean, because for those reasons, people need a paycheck coming in to pay their bills, and those were scary times that we were going through as far as that goes. So we were able to maintain the kitchen staff, we were able to maintain a few of the servers out front, and who just committed to the process and to the idea or dream, and we kept it going. I mean, there were some days there was only 5 of us in here, but we kept it going though.
So people were having to cook that normally don't cook.
Right.
People were having to transport and do stuff, because I know the 2 restaurants work together. Cafe works with the hand in hand.
Exactly.
I mean, I've seen pans go out the door and fly this way. I'm a part of it, so I watch and I pay attention to it. Now, tell us something about some of the regular entertainment, the nights. What nights are here and what's going on?
Well, see, now, prior to the pandemic, I want to be very clear. Prior to the pandemic, we used to have live music on Friday nights.
I was here.
We have live music on Sundays. We have concerts and things that we would do at night as well.
Correct.
Special holidays, things of that nature.
Right.
Well, because of them cutting our dining room in half, and then Janice had, I'm going to give this to Net, her sister. Okay?
Right.
Net, this is for you. Net got on to us about y'all need to add a steam table. And during the times when we were doing curbside, Janice made the decision to add the steam table for faster services.
Took off some
when we opened back up.
Okay.
And sure enough, November the 1st of 2020,
a year ago.
A year ago. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Oh God, I can't tell her that. A year ago, we opened the dining room back up with the addition of the steam table for the purpose of giving people more variety to see. Now, don't get me wrong, our full menu is still there.
Correct.
However, but what that has done, though, let me be very clear, what that has done is it has caused us not to be able to have live music during the business hours. So we've gone to like a concert series, and you should know that. Oh yeah, definitely. Because we always, on our regulars, is when Mose Stovall is going to be in concert here, or we've had other, like we do special days like Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
On Wednesdays now, on Thursdays, we're going back to adding the karaoke back.
So every Thursday?
Every Thursday we're going to go back to adding karaoke back. Okay. We also do a lot of private parties and things of that nature. Okay. After hours that involve live music.
Correct.
And DJs. So comedians. Yes, definitely. It's called Tuesday Night Live, which is traditionally on the first Tuesday of the month, but it's now done. It may be the first Tuesday or the second Tuesday, but it's still Tuesday Night Live with Benny Mac and talent you should know, and featuring artists on the stage who are from everything from comedians to singers to vocalists, musicians, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Correct. So Thursday is the only cement night of something happening.
That's only right now
for karaoke.
For karaoke, and that. Expect more, although we're already, our calendar is already booked, for a lot of events
private
that we have. Well, not just private, because there's one that's coming up. It's called the King's Feast in December. It's December the 18th. It's been on the books for 2 years.
Oh man!
Yes,
for this year.
For this year, it's been on the books for 2 years.
King's Feast.
The King's Feast is on our website.
Go ahead and give the website out while you talk.
The website is www.ruthplacecafe.com. That's
Ruth's What's the address and the phone number here, James?
The address here is 2404 Derby Way. Not Derby Parkway, but Derby Way, 35210 here in Birmingham, Alabama.
And the phone number?
The phone number is 205-838-0460.
And that's exit 31 off of 459.
Yes, sir.
Either way, if you're going southbound, you got to get off on 31 and go left.
Right.
If you're going northbound, you get off on 31 and it's right here off. It's a hidden jewel, man.
It really is.
This place is a hidden jewel. Ruth's Place, if you've never been there, you need to make sure you're there. Give them the phone number one more time, James.
The phone number is 205-838-0460.
You heard him, 205-838-0460. 0460.
That's correct.
That's how you get Ruth's Place, man. This place is full of stuff. Me and James could go on talking till tomorrow if y'all wanted to listen. But I'm gonna have you back, James. I really appreciate you, man, and your time. And looking forward
we thank you
to continue to work. I'm at home, man. You know,
Exactly.
This is home for me. You know, I won't be shy about that. But Ruth's Place is a very great experience, like James said. And you're not doing anything. You want some good comfort food, a great experience, some good entertainment. Hit James up at 205-838-0460, and I promise you, he'll take care of you. Y'all be good. I'll be back right after these words.
In need of someone to talk with or guidance because of the loss of a loved one, contact A Healing Place. You will have the opportunity to speak with a therapist, a certified life coach, a minister, and a moderator. They are there to help you with healthy coping mechanisms to help you through your grieving process. Their services are free. You can find them on Facebook. Text them at 205-473-0392 or email them at ahealingplace29@gmail.com. They will also be hosting events around the Birmingham area. A Healing Place, where they are a community.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes another edition of the Mose Stovall Show, and I hope you enjoyed that great interview from Mr. James Green at Ruth's Place. He's the facilitator, and you know there's another location, Ruth's Cafe, that's located in North Birmingham, but he gave you all the information about the website, the phone number, and how to come enjoy the experience and some great comfort food. So I'm getting ready to go, man, and here's how we do it. Once a task has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. I'll catch you back here next week. Same time, same station. Until then, you guys be good. Bye.